Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your friendly nacho cheese salad, MR the Gray here, and today I got my championship odds. Let's get it! At number 10, I put the Boston Celtics and Kemba Walker. Okay, the reason I put them at number 10 is because they got an upgrade from Kyrie Irving, the boring old Kyrie Irving, to Kemba Walker's Showtime. You already know. And the reason I say it's an upgrade is because Kyrie was a snake. No, I'm just kidding. But Kemba Walker, surrounded by this good talent like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, just a lot of good players. And we're gonna see them go pretty far, or not pretty far, but we're gonna see them make the playoffs. And who knows, maybe they'll surprise us, maybe they'll make a run or two. You never know. And that's why I put them at number 10 for championship odds. I think they'll do pretty well this season. Alright. The Warriors did some gardening this season and they killed off the snake, Kevin.
Didn't pay off. It's not our fault you choked in the playoffs. Your fans didn't even take a day off.
They got someone new. They got D'Angelo Russell. But they don't have as deep as a bench this year, so they're going to sink all the way to number 9 at the playoffs. But I think D'Angelo Russell will be a good fit for the Warriors. Now, like the Warriors without Kevin Durant, Steph Curry and Clay will be shooting more threes, especially Steph. They'll be putting up more shots, and there won't be a snake there, so it'll be pretty cool to watch. Not boring old Durant, so I like it. And I like their odds at number 9. Next, at number 8, we got the Nets. And I'm sorry that Durant got that Achilles injury, but now he's going to be out the whole season. And now this team is looking amazing. And you know why? Because there's 2 snakes on the team. No, but for real, they are not going to have KD for the entire regular season. I think he might come back for the playoffs. And in the playoffs, we'll see if he's at his full potential, and we'll see if they could go far. That's why I put them at number 8. But I don't know how this team is going to work out. But it's a safe bet for me to put them at number 8. At least they're on the list. And at number 7, we got the Spurs of the 2000s, early 2000s, on the Nuggets. We got 3 players with chemistry. They brought back Jamal Murray on a big deal. And if Gary Harris could stay healthy, this is a deadly team. This team could go far in the playoffs. And I think it's safe to put them at number 7, as they're not anything I would put in the top 5. But I think they have pretty good potential this season. They have a pretty good depth. And yeah, they're looking good. They have lots of chemistry together. And when you put 3 guys that have been playing with each other with lots of chemistry, that could be a pretty good team. At number 6, I have Spida Mitchell and Rudy Gobert's Utah Jazz, consisting of a pretty deep bench in the beast Donovan Mitchell, have players such as Joe Ingles and Ricky Rubio.
Were they wrong?
Are they wrong?
I think they're wrong 100%. Sometimes they're wrong. They were wrong. Sometimes they're wrong. It's the New York Times. They're always wrong. Well, I would say my wife tells me I'm wrong all the time. Wrong. Wrong.
That is
wrong. And he did the wrong thing. Wrong.
That is absolutely
wrong.
Proved over and over again.
Wrong. Wrong. It's wrong.
They were not hired. And here's why he does it this way. Let me explain why he hires.
Jeb is so wrong.
He said no.
Wrong. Jeb is so wrong.
That is so wrong.
Down the
wrong.
national debt.
Wrong.
You're advocating.
Wrong. With that money,
wrong.
he lost.
Very nice words, but happens to be wrong. 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 Wrong.
We have one more question from Ken Bone about energy policy. Ken?
Wrong.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is the Jazz have a good team and they're coming back at it again for another year, having another crack at it, and I think Donovan Mitchell is going to improve even more. Rudy Gobert is going to be a defensive beast. And I think altogether this team's going to do really good next season, and Donovan Mitchell is going to put up some big numbers and carry his team in all categories, along with his role players and Rudy Gobert. Alright, at number 5, I put the Rockets. I really like this Rockets team. I like Russell Westbrook and James Harden because now Russell Westbrook could actually drive to the basket and have shooters on the wings and not just be all clamped up because Andre Roberson can't shoot and his man sagging to the bucket, so Russell Westbrook can't drive, and because Steven Adams is not going to be there all the time clogging up the paint. Russell Westbrook is always perceived as a ball hog, but I think he could be really a good passer beside James Harden, because he actually does put up a lot of assists, and I think he'd be fine getting his assists by passing to Harden and the other players. I think he could be a really good point guard for the Rockets, and they can make it to the finals. Okay, so a lot of people had the Bucks as the number 2 or something on their list, a lot higher than number 4. But they don't have Mirotic anymore. They don't have Brogdon, and they didn't improve that much through free agency. They got Robin Lopez and a few other players. But I think that since they have motivated Giannis, I think that's why I put them at number 4 and above the Rockets, or else I would have put them lower. But they've had a hard loss. They've gone through a bad experience, and I think that'll motivate them now. And they'll go back better than ever and compete for the Western Conference.
Very nice words, but happens to be wrong. Wrong.
At number 3, I got the 76ers, who look very good to me, and I would put them higher if it wasn't for the astonishing teams in Los Angeles. With the addition of Al Horford, this front court is looking scary, along with the rest of the team is looking very solid. A new and improved Ben Simmons, along with a new and improved Joel Embiid, as this young talent will continue to compete and look towards an Eastern Conference win and make it to the finals, competing with the Bucks and the Nets. Next, we got the Lake Show, the purple and gold, and the new dynamic duo Anthony Davis and LeBron James. This team is pretty good, and they got a pretty solid bench. They got some nice players that I like Danny Green, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and they re-signed JaVale, and they got DeMarcus Cousins. So this front court is looking really good, and it's cool to see LeBron's going to be playing point guard. I really like point guard LeBron, and this team's looking pretty good, and they'll compete with the rivalry in Staples Center. At number 1, the no contest number 1 pick to win the championship, the Atlanta Hawks. This team is looking amazing coming into 2019, and we're going to see a championship, no doubt about it, from the Atlanta Hawks. For real, there's no doubt in my mind that the Clippers are the number 1 choice to win the NBA championship. Adding to an already stacked roster of role players and just great all-around assets such as Montrezl Harrell, Lou Williams, and they brought back Patrick Beverley, and then they add Paul George and Kawhi without giving up barely anything. This Clippers team is looking amazing. And I think this team will win the NBA championship unless the Lakers or the 76ers step up. There's also many other teams, as I've mentioned, but those are the most likely, I think, to contest the Clippers' run for the championship. Kawhi bringing home 2 championships in a row and establishing San Diego State as a dominant college? No, I'm just kidding. But that would be a great accomplishment for Kawhi Leonard, and he will bring home the Clippers' first NBA championship if this is correct.